U.S. President Joe Biden says the Supreme Court's decision to overturn the constitutional right to abortion will deny American women control of their own lives. The Supreme Court on Friday overturned the almost 50-year-old Roe v. Wade ruling that made abortion legal nationwide, leaving it to states to decide whether to permit the procedure. 26 states are either certain or considered likely to ban abortion. Biden says the court's decision is a tragic error fueled by extreme ideology and has urged Americans to set things right at the polls. Protests against the ruling broke out almost immediately in the nation's capital and elsewhere. Jim Spellman has more from Washington, D.C.
Though it's been a huge political issue to a lot of people we've spoken to here today, it almost doesn't seem real that this has now changed and been overruled. For pro-choice people that are here, this is devastating news. Listen.
Abortion's not going to stop. It's just going to be more dangerous and more difficult for women of color, mostly, to cross state lines.
It's about health care that this verdict goes down, because a lot of places that were giving abortion, it was also taking care of women's everyday health care, that they don't have it anymore.
You know, I'm just absolutely enraged by everything that's going on right now. The fact that we knew that this decision was going to be made before it was actually made, and now we still have to show up and act like, I don't know, like that the world is normal.
But for pro-life activists that are here, they've been working for this for 50 years. This feels to them like the culmination of all of that decades of work. Listen.
I was crying tears of joy when I found out. This has been by far the best news of my life. It's just, there's now hope for the women and children who have been hurt and killed by abortion.
I'm glad that I can be on the second kind of generation that can push this in the 50 states now.
This case, known as Dobbs, started in the state of Mississippi. They tried to put in a 15-week limit. The court finding that that law is valid and going further, undoing Roe versus Wade. What allowed that to happen is the fact that Donald Trump appointed 3 justices to this court. President Joe Biden commented on that after the ruling came down. Listen.
Now, with Roe gone, let's be very clear. The health and life of women in this nation are now at risk. It was 3 justices named by 1 president, Donald Trump, who were the core of today's decision to upend the scales of justice and eliminate a fundamental right for women in this country.
President Biden using this essentially as a call for Democrats to get out and vote for lawmakers that will pass a law that will create a national right for women to have an abortion. But the fact is, Democrats simply don't have the votes to do something like that, and they likely won't again anytime soon.